this combine is actually supposed to work.
What's your speed? 4.6? 4.6, 4.5.
4.5. I can go 5 mile an hour, but you get into a green spot. There's green in this every once in a while, like right there. And you just don't want that in there. But what I ended up doing, or we ended up doing, the Intimidate, was actually making it a rigid cutter bar. Now, in my defense, I haven't cut wheat in, I gotta say, 20, 25 years. It's been a long time. And when I did cut wheat the last time, it was a rigid head. It wasn't even a flex head. Now, I did rye a few years back, but that was different because we were baling the straw behind it. I'm not baling straw, I cut it right to the ground. So the flex head was doing its thing. That was a 16-foot head. Right. So we're getting this wagon full. I don't know how many loads I've taken out, but it's a lot. A lot. I think this is the 4th time I've filled this wagon up today. So that would be 4 times for that one, and then 3, 6, 9. Yeah, we're doing all right. Getting a few semi-loads out. It's dry now. Which the other day it wasn't dry, but it's dry now. And I'll go off before I dump into that wagon. I'll top this one here off. I didn't have quite a full dump the first time, so I don't know. Unless Timothy gets here with the other wagon, which will be fine. He's moving right along. Just running it up in the bin, and yeah, my goodness. Oh shit. That's alright. We just broke that. Ugh. Can you believe that? We ripped our handle off. We ripped it off, Will.
Yeah.
Oh well. We'll fix it later. We'll fix it later. Daddy's got strong grip. It was broken anyway. I don't know who broke it. Oops. This combine's seen better days. It's a good combine. Don't let it know that it's seen better days. I mean, she's doing her thing. But yeah, we should be able to. She's just touching that up. Doesn't look like she's doing anything, but she certainly is. Teresa, that is. What she's doing is she's actually cutting up the straw. She's cutting up the straw and putting it right to the ground, so when I go through with the planter, it's a positive connection with the ground, and it'll just slice right through it instead of having to force it down, possibly bunch up. The field to the right over there coming in the driveway, that's going to be brush hogged first, and that's going to happen tonight because I'm going to have this planted yet tonight. Woo, that's awful fast. What'd I do? Hit something there? Alright. Anyway, so that's what it looks like going in. I've been running about 4.5, 5 miles an hour. I can honestly say I'm obviously not going right to the ground. I don't want to go right to the ground. The point in that is to keep the deer from eating what I'm putting in here, or to bother it. I do have my Penergetic BWV. If you look that up, you'll know that that's the deer repellent that I use, and it does work. But if you can use the wheat stubble as a deterrent, then you know what? That's free. And I am not baling the straw off of this. It is too valuable to me to bail off. I would have to replace potash, about 80 units of potash. And the other thing is, it's just not going to have the ground cover to protect the soil and actually keep the soil cool. That's more important to me than anything. Is keeping that soil cool so that whatever crop it is I stick in here has the microbial biology to break down this straw, and I get everything back out of it that's already in it, plus what I'm putting on as fertilizer, because I'm going to be fertilizing this here. It's darn nice weed. If it wasn't for the tracks where I sprayed, it would be even better, but the proof is in the rear. Pouring in. My 30, how many years old? This is a 91. 1991. That's 32 years old. 32-year-old combine.
Get your jello first, kid. So you have some kind of...
4.7 mile an hour with a 25-foot ring platform. Just sending it.
Here, let me open it for you.
There's that damn water.
What'd you say?
Look at that stuff. Puts me in mind of a McDonald's commercial. I'm loving loving it. Love Koto. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Love Koto. I mean, it's 13.5% moisture. That's what it is. So, it's shippable. We can take it out tomorrow if we want. Okay. Things usually get grumpy when the sun gets that low, but we've had some intense heat today. Wheat's looking pretty good. Coming in really good back there. This is a 12-acre field. This is my second wagon load off. The wagons are like 500, supposed to be 550 bushel wagon, but they're not. Like, you know, you can get 500, 505 bushels in there, depending on the test weight. Now, the test weight's good, which I don't know what this is testing at. I know that the moisture is something like, oh, what the hell? Must have bumped that. The moisture's at something like 13, 13.5. The stalks on this are a little bit, you know, it's so thick in there that the stalks are a little bit on the thick side, you know, damp side, so it gets a little grumpy. I'm cutting it high because we're going to be putting beans in here, and it just, I mean, just look at that stuff. Yeah, it's coming in. I'm going 4.3 mile an hour. Like 31, 32-year-old combine. She's definitely seen her share. But anyway, yeah, no, it's working really good. When I first started, it wasn't working so good, and then I had a few things I had to do. Like this header, I had to block up the cutter bar. I thought I could get away with just running it on flex, but it wouldn't. So I blocked it up. I didn't have the special blocks. I had to make them. Because honestly, I haven't cut wheat in over 20 years. In over 20 years. A long time. So, yeah. But there's 130 acres on this farm. And we're looking at showers tomorrow. So I'm gonna push this pony about as far as I can without having to, you know, quit. I mean, it's going behind them trees over the barn, and this is the farm I'm purchasing, so we're in the process of that right now. Kind of hinged on the weather here for a little bit. I was a little scared I wouldn't be able to get the money together to buy it, because, you know, if the crop is bad, you can't pay for your crop, you can't pay your bills, you can't buy property. So that's just the way it is. Yeah, it's all fields too, other than the barn and that woods right there. Everything's fields. Anyhow, I'm just gonna go ahead and shut this off and let you know that I went to bed at 2 o'clock this morning after planting corn. Yeah, planting corn last night. I put in a short season variety after wheat. If we get the temperature, which I'm hoping we do, it'll be a good deal. So anyway, you can tell you can see there's little, like where the leaf material is on the cutter bar down there. It doesn't cut it clean. You can tell that it's getting a little bit chewy. But the combine's good. These TRs are really good wheat combines. Really good wheat combines. Anybody that's ever run them. Honestly, I think that's what they were really designed for, was for wheat. And now, of course, John Deere's coming on the market with their 9X or X9 1100 with twin rotors, claiming that it's new technology. You know, I love it when John Deere comes out and says, "Oh yeah, new technology, twin rotor design, first in the industry." It's like, wait a minute, 1974, New Holland came out with a TR70. We had one. We had two. Didn't have one, we had two. That's what I was running before I bought this one. Wow. But yeah, TR70s were good combines, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting into a newer New Holland. I think that's what I'm going to stick with New Holland. A lot of deer guys are going to be like, oh, why do you want to do that? But, well, I kind of like the TR combines, and I think the CRs are going to be just as good. Hopefully better. More horsepower, for sure. I don't know. We'll find out. That's all I can say. Just got to make sure we keep getting heat and rain, and then this corn will do really well, and I'll be hopefully, maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I'm going to try and get away with this combine for this year, and then next year step into a newer combine after I'm done purchasing this place. So, and that's that, ladies and gentlemen. She's filling up quick. I'll shut my mouth now. What's your name?
William Pandy.
Snots a lot?
No. You're missing a name. William?
Pandy.
No. You're missing a name.
What's your middle name?
William Pandy. William Pandy Edward.
No, William Edward Candy.
What's he doing over there? Hold on a second. Is he moving?
No.
Hold on, we're gonna zoom in on Mr. Kaiser.
I thought you said you don't zoom.
Well, he's out there. If I was gonna look at your nose. Oh, he's getting out. Oh, I think he's trying to find his mark.
Oh.
Well, we'll get Dad to. Well, I'll get him.
Honestly,
We'll
it's
just
hard.
quit now. Let's quit now because we'll have skippers.
It's hard to find it.
It is, but
Call him.
okay.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
It's hard to find it.
He won't be able to see.
No.
Where's he at? Reasons?
Especially with the VT.
Let me see. Where is he at? It's beeping. I don't think he.
Ow.
His phone ain't picking up.
Why do I get to take the thumb?
No. No go.
Oh, you'll feel better, baby.
Well, I imagine he's having a hard time seeing the mark. But that's okay because you know what? We're getting it done. This stuff here is going to be a pain in the ass. It's just
Super thick.
where it's really thick. Yeah, it was kind of chewy. But it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks like you got it chewed up pretty good. Oh, here he goes. Let's answer that. Hello.